My friends, what do you know about cancel culture? What do you know about people silencing one another due to acts or displays that they did not agree with? So my original concept of it, the definition of it that I was aware of, and please correct me if I'm wrong, it was this definition of you are doing something that is wrong, that is bad, that we do not like, so we are going to cancel you. We are going to hurt your reputation. We're going to hurt your self-brand. So if you're an actor, you're not going to be getting any gigs anytime soon. You're going to be losing followers on social media. People don't want to associate with you. Your name's going to get dragged through the mud. You know, at least, like at the minimum, your name's going to get dragged through the mud. And that's one thing. But recently, my friends, you see people throwing out cancel culture when, is it really necessary? I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of canceling people, and I'll tell you why. Just because someone has an opinion that they express that I do not agree with, that does not mean they have to be canceled. I might love mayo. If Dave Chappelle comes out and says mayo is made for racist people, anyone who has mayo is racist, does that mean he should be canceled? Because people disagree with what he has to say? Now, whether that's not about mayo, but about other certain subjects or things going on in the world right now. Actually, my friends, I think the opposite. I think anyone who's saying things that are outlandish and ridiculous and either racist or homophobic or whatever, we shouldn't cancel them. We should... Okay, I want to be careful I word this because I don't want people hating on me. I'm not saying we should blow them up, but I'm saying we should talk about it. Rather than, I feel like it's like someone walks in the room, says something that's crazy, and instead of saying get out of the room, we'll say, no, like, listen, say your piece. Say why you think what you think, and we will kindly listen. And as soon as you said that, now let's tell you our perspective. Let's tell you our perspective on why we think what you did was wrong. And again, this can be on anything. This can be on whatever Louis C.K. did. This can be on, just think of anyone. Think of an actor. Think of those kids on TikTok who do something stupid, right? Because, God forbid you make a mistake, because no one makes mistakes, right? Only the dumb people do. Which anyone who said that is an absolute liar. Point me to one person who's never made a mistake before in their lives. But the difference is, you make a mistake, you want that person to talk about it. Daniel, why did you do that? What were you thinking about when you did it? Why did you think this was a good idea? Right? You want to prompt discussion. You want to prompt not a negotiation, but a back and forth, right? To understand the truth. And to show each other another side that maybe the other side didn't consider. As opposed to saying, Daniel, you said this totally horrific thing, you need to be canceled. We got to get you off these platforms. We got to ban you from Twitter and ban you from Instagram. Because a huge thing, my friends, that's happening right now in recent years is I didn't think I was going to take this there, but here I am. There's been a talk of free speech and really breaking down, what is free speech and what is hate speech. And a lot of when you look at, guys like a Joe Rogan, guys like a Dr. Peterson, maybe even a Ben Shapiro, I'm not saying I lean one way or the other, but I'm saying it is a very compelling discussion. And anyone who says, shut up, I don't care what you think, you deserve to be canceled, I'm not a big fan of that. I think everybody should have a seat at the table. I'm not saying everybody's right, but I'm saying everybody should be allowed to express their opinions, whether they be right or wrong. And then based on that, you can have a back and forth. But yeah, man, this canceling thing, I'm not a fan of it. Not at all. I think people make mistakes. I think people do horrible things. Now, I should also add, it depends on what you've done, right? Context is super, super important, right? I'm trying to think back to some cases, but how serious is it, right? What is the severity of your mistake? Did you say something inappropriate? Did you do something inappropriate? How long have you been doing this thing for? How much of an impact have you had on the people around you, but, on everyone as a whole? So I think those things come into context, but I think we have to be really, really, really careful, my friends, when we're talking about coming together in order to take one person down. When we talk about canceling someone, my friends, I think one of the scariest things that you can see is, we always talk about coming together is strength, coming together in unity. But sometimes, my friends, what you'll see is people will come together to spread hate. Sometimes people will come together so they can gang up on one person. Because if you're around the circle, you're safe knowing that you won't be in the circle. So you comment something nasty on someone's Instagram or YouTube video, and a bunch of people will like your comment and they'll agree with you, and it'll make you feel good about yourselves. And you kind of almost forget going like, hey man, like this is a human being. He made a mistake. Was he in the wrong? 100%. But does that mean we have to crucify someone for it? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me, my friends. What do you think? What do you think about cancel culture? What do you think about telling someone to shut up when you don't agree with them, or when they're saying something that's downright outlandish in your opinion? I think that is something huge that we're going with. And another question, my friends, is there such thing as a violation of free speech when people talk about hate speech? You know, where do you draw the line? What's hate speech? What's free speech? Just a couple of things to get your mind rolling.